That must have been pretty hard when we saw Kagura go back to see her mother's grave right in the start of the chapter. And I've got to say, even when everyone else, I mean, we did get to like saying all of them trying to talk to the pretty shitty like Shogun Nobunobu, and they were treating him like all right. They were treating him pretty decently. They were giving him meals. They were treating him. This guy was being a piece of shit. And he's like, you know what? You're already terrible criminals. It's like, yeah. Guess what? You know, I don't know how you plan to use me, but no matter what, the Tendo Shu will not let you get away, and they'll come back to me. It's like, really? You know, you should probably forget about the Tendo Shu and all that. You've betrayed, and you've caused problems to all your retainers, all your allies. You've all alienated them. Do you really think they honestly, at this point now, on their grand scheme of things, do you really think they care? I just love that whole thing when he's just there to saying, yeah, this is what it meant to be called a meal before the war, because for you after this, it's like the real war is about to begin. It's like, yeah, I was like, that motherfucker, just the way how he does it, and you know, like, when they animate this, it's just like, he's going to be doing that little laugh, like, huh, like, you know, trying to act all badass and stuff, and we, like, see, this is the thing, like, we literally just got onto the planet, like, literally just like in a chapter or two. It's like it wasn't that far like to even get to like Rakio, and it's just saying like, oh, there's Kagura's hometown, and it's like very interesting because this is like one of the few times in the series, the only other time I can really imagine is like Hijikaga from planet to planet with the whole Dragon Ball kind of thing. But it's like, and especially when they went to that transgender, like you don't really see the characters at all in the series. For something that's about aliens, you always see it like focus on Earth, and we never see like anything else. And it's just like when she like saw the grave though, and she's saying, you know, she was just saying, Mama, I'm sorry, I've decided to leave this planet, but I promise I will come back, and when I do, I will bring that stupid big brother and stupid dad with me. I know I'll become strong enough to bring everyone back and return home. And when we see how she's now, where she's with all the Kiete, and it's just like, it's very weird to see like them like just looking at the grave, and she's like putting flowers on there, and they're like, hey, is that someone like you used to know and all that? It's just like, and Kara's just like, it's just something I had to take care of, like, and even when we saw, like, as well with Bozu, when he was there with, like, Abuto, and I liked how exactly, like, he was saying it, it's like, listen here, like that, like, because he's got a bunch of the people there, and it's like, look, we're not gonna take, like, at all you on, we know about that, and he's like, listen here, this is how it pretty much works. You know, it was this man's son that took my left arm, and it was his daughter that took my ear. So who knows what the hell the dad's going to take away from me? Probably my life. So I know that I'm not going to be dumb to pick a fight with him. Like, I am not messing with him. I like my current artificial arm, and I like having the real one. I wish I could have my ear back. I'm not gonna fuck with you, Umibozu. It's like, you know what? You two are really like similar. You know, you had your little father-son spat and all that. And it's like, all we can really do and all that is like, I'm not gonna like here be stopping you. I'm not like, all we can do is wait for those idiots to get back. I'm not gonna be offering you no tea or nothing, but I'm just saying, you can have this fight. Just, there's a few situations, it's like, we just kind of want you to leave us the fuck alone. You can have like the Kamui shit, like, it's just basically how it is. And it's like, honestly, like, Kamui didn't want that. Like, I think pretty sure Kamui wanted to continue that fight, but due to certain circumstances, they couldn't really. And I liked how it went back to like the whole comedy with it. It's like when they actually looked at the town, it's like, oh, it's nothing but pirates. It literally looks like somewhere like Fist of the North Star or some people would be. And then there's just nothing but gorillas, and like they're just ripping on Shinpachi and saying, oh, look at all these cabaret girls like that. They all look like a sit, and he's like, those are just the gorillas, you motherfuckers. And then you see like the mangaka there. It's like, oh yeah, like, you know, there's the monkeys that draw here. It's like, it's obviously like a nod to Shirachi and all that. It's just like, these are fucking gorillas. And then Ethan as well, fucking like he just starts like picking up a girl out of nowhere, and he's like, yeah, let's go. And he's like, oh dear fucking god, like, they're already going down this route that's just with this shit. It's just like, yeah, we can't be having it. And everyone's just saying, you know, we gotta meet up fast and take shelter from Harusame, or else we lose our means to fight them. And it's like, we need to like get all this stuff. And he's like, you know, Bansai, we really need to get going there. And he's saying, you know, there's an emergency exit, you know, where we pretty much chose this place. And he like points, and he's like, oh dear, that's where the explosions are. Oh yeah, I think it was that deserted house next to it. Or maybe it was that one. Or that one. And just all of them just keep getting blown up, and he literally just stays still. He's like, I'm not even gonna fucking say anything. This seems quite the situation. He just pulls the sword out, and he's like, we need to fucking get going. And even Kagura is there like, no, I can't have this right now. And it's like, even with Takasugi, and it's just like, they even say, like, he meets up with this guy. He's like, please, Takasugi, is he alright? It's like, say something, and they all say silence, like, so, obviously, you know, he's in a fucking coma, or some shit's happened to him that we know, because the Harusame has arrived, and it's like, yeah, they can't have it, because they got a giant fleet of them, and those guys just got gunned down. And now this is interesting, that's going to be Bonsai, and it seems like Gintoki doing a little bit of the team up, and it's like, honestly, maybe we might actually see, you know, Kamui come up. Like, I'd love to see if Kamui's here, and it's like, have a big old battle, and I don't think Takasugi for the meantime is going to be waking up, but when he does, there's going to be a badass team up between Gintoki, you know, Bonsai, like, all of them, Shinmaji, like, all the warriors, get Katsu in there, get Samamoto, like, bring all the disciples into it. And it's like, honestly, for a chapter, like, I would say, like, it wasn't like a crazy chapter or anything. It had a little sweet part to it, and definitely setting up with the whole thing with like Kamui versus, you know, continuing with Umibosu, you know, the whole stuff with Abuto, Kagura, not to mention as well they're finally on the planet, and now they're gonna deal with shit. So honestly, I can't really say too much, but it was, for the most part, more of a weaker chapter than most of the ones I talk about, because, you know, I normally get, like, you know, to set, like, 7.5 to, like, 9s to 10s, you know, I give the Gintama, like, a big haul, and, you know, I'm pretty fanboyish with it, and honestly, with this, it was a decent chapter, and I could say it was a 6, it was a fine, it was a great setup for now that I was dealing with, like, the Harusame, and I honestly think it was, like, honestly, a 6 to a 5, if, any way you feel like it, it's like, it was a pretty, you know, average chapter for the most part, but it's like, not too much can, you know, really be said, apart from, you know, some great build-up, but honestly, that's all from me, everyone, so thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.